Chase Lee Hockey here, Blue Futon, movie 1 of 7 or 8 for the weekend. I mean, if you want to count Wolves, it would be 1 of 9 or 8. Anyway, first one, because it's a long freaking weekend, The Wild Robot 3D 4DX. So let's talk about the 3D first. Fantastic. I mean, there's pop-out effects, there's depth, there's flying effects, there's the reliefs coming at you, the snow's coming at you, the environment's coming at you. So if you want a 3D movie, there's not a lot that you cannot go wrong with this film, if that even makes any sense. Anyway, 4DX, pretty good, because the Wild Robot character has to teach the bird to fly. There's going to be a lot of flying effects. So this kind of reminded me of Migration when it came to those 4DX effects. But there's also a lot of action set pieces of rolling down the mountains, rolling down the hills. And you feel that, especially with the Wild Robot character not knowing where she's going. And she's just doing sporadic stuff throughout the movie. So if you want your kids to see a 3D 4DX experience, I think this is for them. However, if they're a little bit younger, this might be too rough for them, because there were a lot of kids in the audience, and you could tell a lot of them were like, oh, I'm a little bit scared. You were telling that as well. So when talking about the movie as a whole, let's talk about the kids first. I think most of the kids liked it. I think some of the themes did hit the kids hard. There were a decent amount of kids crying in my movie theater, and I'm just like, oh, the kids are kind of freaking out right now with some of the themes and the elements going on. So that could be a pro or con for parents for that reason. Did I cry? No. But overall, The Wild Robot is a fantastic movie about motherhood, about being a parent, about, I'm going to call it anti-AI, even though every time I can call something anti-AI, I'm going to freaking do it. But this is about kind of like being not normal is the wrong word. Being in line, like being a robot, if you want to put it that way. This is about that, how society has put us in a pedestal. If you don't do this, you're this. If you don't do this, you're this. If you don't do this, you're this. And we need to stop doing that. But animation style, fan-freaking-tastic. It's like this awesome 3D cell shade craziness effect, and I really dug it. And that, to me, this is the best animated feature of the style that I've seen. Animated feature of the year, I think I do prefer Transformers just because of that reason. But I mean, The Wild Robot, I think most kids should enjoy it at a certain age threshold. There might be some that find the themes a little bit too much for them, but the voice acting, the animation, the pacing, the themes, yes, you can say the themes, you know exactly what's going to happen, kind of like How to Train Your Dragon. Even though How to Train Your Dragon had a little bit more emotional oomph and the angst at the very end, and I guess DreamWorks does like getting rid of people's legs. But nope, kids should like this one through and throughout. Chase Sock here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of the things, Bhutontopia. You Bhutoners think watch a great day. I'm watch today, tomorrow, week, month, or year for every single freaking one of you. I don't know why my lights just turned off. I'm not trying to be a creeper. I freaking swear. But yeah, a lot of movies this weekend. I'm gonna really, really try.